are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking of the Bill and Ted Trilogy. Last night I finally got to see the third and final movie in the trilogy, Bill and Ted Face the Music. I've waited my entire life to see this movie. I've been a big fan of Bill and Ted ever since I was a little kid, and I've wanted this movie for so many years, and it finally happened and everything. So I've recently reviewed all three of them on my channel and wanted to go ahead and do a ranking, so I'm going to go ahead and get going. Number 3 is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. A long time ago, if you would have asked me what my favorite Bill and Ted movie was, this was the one that I grew up with the most. I watched this movie millions of times as a kid. It's the one I've seen the most out of all three of them, and I really do still love this movie and everything. It's a blast from start to finish. Bill and Ted are awesome characters, and I love the time traveling stuff and getting to see all these different historical figures and stuff, especially Napoleon. I thought the scene with him going to the water park was absolutely hilarious, and I absolutely love this movie, and it's definitely a great movie. Just because it's number 3 doesn't mean that I think it's bad at all, because it's definitely a great movie, and I kind of had trouble ranking these movies because I love all three of them so much, but this one is probably the one I enjoyed the least when I rewatching the first two and everything. But it's not really because I didn't like it. It's because I've seen it so many times and everything. It's kind of engraved in my head, if that makes sense, and everything. So I had a little bit more fun with the other two more, but I do absolutely love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's a really great movie, and it's one of the movies that really knows how to get the nostalgia going. But Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is number 3, and number 2 is Bill and Ted Face the Music. This is, like I said, this is a sequel I've wanted for so many years and everything. It was my most anticipated movie of this year. I've always wanted a Bill and Ted 3, that way we could have a good trilogy and everything. And it took almost 30 years for this to happen, and it could have been so much worse. That a lot of times when they do that with these kind of movies, they wait so long to do a sequel that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. This is one of those that it really does work. It was totally worth the wait, and it was a total blast from start to finish. I absolutely loved this movie and felt like it was worth all the waiting and stuff that we've had to do. That Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter just stepped back in their roles like they never left them. They were both absolutely amazing in this movie, and the rest of the cast was great in here too. It felt like a satisfying conclusion to the series. There's not really going to be any reason to make another one. I really hope they never make another one, because this one really ended it perfectly, and it's one of the reasons why now I can finally say Bill and Ted is one of the best trilogies of all time to me. Everything. So Bill and Ted Face the Music is number 2, and number 1 is Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. This was the one that I actually didn't grow up with a lot. I mean, I watched it as a kid, I think once, maybe twice. I think I only saw it once, though, as a kid. I didn't have access to this one like I did the first one, because I owned the first one on DVD. It was actually one of the first DVDs I ever owned, and everything. So I didn't really have access to Bogus Journey, and I watched it, I think, once on cable, and that was the only time I got to watch it as a kid. So I didn't really remember this movie very well, and then I rewatched it a few months ago with one of my friends, and I forgot how much I enjoyed it, and then I rewatched both of them back to back to get ready for the new one, and I just absolutely love this movie. It's just really fun movie. It doesn't really have the time travel stuff that was in the first one, but what they do makes up for it to me. I love them getting to visit heaven and hell, and we get to see like the evil versions of Bill and Ted. I thought that was a really cool storyline, and the stuff with death was awesome. He's absolutely hilarious, and William Sadler is amazing as him. He was just as good in Face the Music. I thought I just wish he would have been in Face the Music a little bit more. If there's one thing that Face the Music did that I wish would have been better on, is that I wish Death would have been in it more. But the reason he's not in it as much also pays off though. So there's that. But I've already talked about that one enough. Bogus Journey is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of new memorable characters like Station and like I said, Death is a great character, and we get to see the devil and like Bill and Ted's biggest fears and stuff, and when they're in hell and stuff. It's just a really fun movie. It has a lot of great practical effects. All three movies have really good special effects, but especially this one, it had some of the best special effects and costumes and stuff in the trilogy. And I just absolutely love this movie. So Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is my favorite movie in the trilogy. Let me know in the comments how you would rank this trilogy, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.